Neo-Malthusians. These are people who are advocating for the controlling of the population through means such as contraceptives. These things can include things like birth control, abortion, or condoms. This is different from Malthus's original theory in several ways, as will be described later in this video.
Malthus's theory is that the population will increase significantly faster than the resources it takes to supply it. Over time, more and more people will have to thrive on less food.
This graph is a representation of Malthus's theory. As you can see, the resources grow at a much slower rate than the population. This is why Malthus believed that population should be controlled. The current Indian population is approximately 1.22 billion people. They've been recently taking measures to attempt to control this population and reduce the growth.
Throughout the world, there are many countries with a low population, a medium population, and a high population. India is located in the high population area by a lot. Now, India wants to get a lower population, roughly around a little lower or at the medium population zone, as shown here. India did not accomplish their goal. They use a method using contraceptives, such as birth control, condoms, and abortions. This helps keep the population from growing and helps decrease the population overall.
Things like birth control and condoms are used to prevent pregnancy. Birth control is the main one used in India to help stunt population growth. So far, it really hasn't seen any effects, but they're going to keep trying so they can reduce the population and cut growth. This is how India wants birth control to work. This is how it actually worked. Yeah.
China has the #1 highest population in the world, sitting at 1.35 billion people in that area. China has a different solution to the overpopulation problem. China limits every family to only one child. If the family has more than one child, they have to pay a tax. This solution worked too well. It had a major negative effect on China's population. For a while, most girl babies were being aborted and only males were being born. Males are thought to have better job prospects than females in China and also carry down the family name.
In China, you are now allowed to have 2 children if your first child is female. This is to avoid only male children being born.
Compared to China and India, the US neither encourages or disencourages the use of contraceptives. It is up to the citizen to decide whether or not they want to use it. China and India encourage this because their population is so high. In the United States, out of 68% of the women that use contraceptives consistently, only 5% of those have gotten pregnant while using the contraceptive. The population of the United States is only at 316.5 million people living in the US. This is fairly low comparing to China and India, who have over 1 billion people. All 3 of these countries we talked about have fairly high populations. While China and India have over 1 billion people, this explains why they need to solve their overpopulation crisis using methods such as contraceptives. According to this map from the UN, contraceptives are common in the US and in China. They are also fairly common in India, but India could still boost up their amount of contraceptives use in their country. The population is still rising fairly fast in our world. The use of contraceptives are helping slow that, but do not do it completely. This shows that Malthus's theory may be correct, and that the population will have to use less food for a higher amount of people. As resources diminish, it is becoming more and more important for these countries to encourage contraceptives to help slow down our population growth. Thank you for watching. This has been a video from Jake Hausen and Ryan Hintz.